Hello friends, welcome to another video. I'm National Master WhiteElo and I'll be playing here 10-minute games explaining my moves so maybe you can get a better understanding on chess. This is a special account from chess.com, okay? And everybody that loses against me will get their rating points refunded. They will get their rating points back. Alright, so we are running this account up to 2,000 or even more. If you like our content, leave your thumbs up, and if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. You will be helping us a lot creating this content. He's attacking my central pawn, okay? So I can defend with the knight here on c6. I can defend with the pawn. I can counterattack with my knight, with this the Petrov defense or Russian defense. Let's play the Russian. We're attacking his central pawn as well. He took it, so we never take it immediately, but now after just kicking the knight, then we get back, okay? So he's playing differently, so am I, and we just castled. He's playing fast. I'll do it as well. Maybe I should have played bishop to g4. Let's do it. Let's just stop this pawn. Oh, okay. he's playing very quickly. Let's take advantage of that. And yeah, let's connect the rooks. Now our rooks are connected and we have developed our pieces. So we can say that we finished the opening phase and now we're going to the mid game here. Okay, he attacked my bishop twice. I'm defended twice, but I want to, this discovered attack here is powerful. So in case he grabs it, we would be attacking the knight. But what to do if I attack his knight? He's gonna grab here. And then after some exchanges, he's going to put his knight into safety, anywhere, and it's gonna be like very drawish. So one way to avoid that is playing this, but then he will grab the diagonal. He will say, thank you so much, this diagonal is mine. So I think I should capture here. And maybe improve. Oh, he took with that knight. Things are getting really strange here, and I start to like this position a little bit. And I'm considering this queen move. My knight is protected. This queen move seems interesting. We are putting pressure on this knight. But we're not accomplishing too many things. This move is also very interesting because we are already attacking the knight. And he has to move the knight somewhere. And we are not committing our queen to being advanced in the chessboard. Okay, this is possible to play like that. Another possibility is to play here. I'm not sure, but then challenge the bishop. It's another possibility, but this one is also another possibility. So I'm not sure what to do here. I'm really not sure. Because bringing the queen seems very interesting, but maybe queen f5 then. Maybe queen f5. Yeah, I think that queen f5 gives my queen more room to kingside attacks. And yeah, I think it's time to bring the queen. Of course he can do this, but it should be not good. And now, I think this move is interesting, but he's gonna harass my queen, right? So maybe we should aim the queen side, or maybe we can play this immediately, but he's going there. This is pretty balanced. Queen g4, then I should have played this immediately. So maybe queen f5 was not the best way to follow. I'm considering playing this and bishop here, which I think is good. I just need to be careful because my knight will be on this target of the queen. Yeah, that's why I just said it. But I have this winning tempo move. This is starting to get a little bit dangerous because maybe this is safer to play like this and keep my knight protected and keep some possibilities like queen h6 but Yeah, I think it makes more sense. I think that going this way, you know, getting a tempo here, but then my queen is kind of out of play. Out of play. Wow. Can't I capture here now? Because he takes with the king, then a bishop. No, not really. This knight is not allowing. So it's very tempting to play like this, but I don't think I can do something really powerful after king takes. That's correct, and he's much better on time now. It's okay, so let's play a little bit more. Let's play a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Just need to be careful because my queen is almost with no escape here in case of any attack, you know. This is almost getting trapped, but I think it's not possible to trap my queen at this point. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the position, but I think it's balanced. Many exchanges are to come. It's tempting to capture with the knight here. We can capture with the bishop and exchange a few pieces, but why with the knight? Why not with the pawn? With the pawn I don't like. The knight, maybe you want to go here in the future. So yeah, we can change it all. We can change every piece here. No, I think I will. Yeah, I'll keep my bishop for those ideas here. I'll keep my bishop for those ideas. If you want to play bishop takes knight, okay, then we are going to play an endgame which is very interesting for me. And you know, he was gonna play this. He's gonna play like this. I don't think he will play queen h5 because it would be a mistake. But maybe queen g4 he can play here. All right, I do like a little. I do feel a little edge, but probably still drawish, because this pawn structure is truly symmetric. Yeah, I thought about this move. You know, I'll have a little bit better pawn structure for this endgame. Can I go for this? I think I can. A little bit better pawn structure. He needs to capture now. No, this is a mistake. I have this intermediate move. Now I'm winning. Just a small detail, but now I'm winning. Which pawn should I use here? This is tempting to capture with this, because then my king is already playing, you know? But I'm not sure, because general rule says that I should capture with this and then try to create a passed pawn. I'll be a pawn up. This is a doubled pawn. I'll do that. I will do what usually is recommended by the books. And we do want to change this pawn, you know, we do want to exchange it, but okay, I'll play solid here. I'll just bring the king. And we are very low on time, and he's trying to take advantage of that, but because he's trying to play so fast, that's why he's a pawn down, because it was completely equal for a few moves behind. So we want to play fast, so am I, so do I. Now I start to march with my pawns. If you want to go for this endgame, this is completely winning for me. Okay. Really? No, the game is over at this point. He doesn't know how to play endgames, and this is making a lot of difference. Now, he played the opening very well, the middle game very well. He just doesn't know how to play endgames, which that's why we're going to win. Because the chess, you need to play those three parts of the game: the opening, the middle game, and the end game. If you don't know to play one of those parts, then chances are you're gonna mess up at some point. So let's just infiltrate here. And we can throw his king to the corner at some point, but maybe not now. I want my king to enter this. I want my king to have an entrance here. How can I force an entrance here? Because still it's drawish. Still it's drawish. I need my king to enter, so maybe a5, a4. Let's try this. Nice idea. So we are trying to break his pawn structure. This move just doesn't do anything. I'm trying to break this pawn structure. Oh, he's very wise to do this. He's being very wise because I think this endgame is drawn. Unless it's not. Let's calculate a little bit further because he can never go away with his king, but he can play this. Okay, but then we do replace the position. Okay, I still believe it's winning. So let's calculate this a little bit more. So I'm going here, he's going to play this. But then I can play this, which is truly powerful. He takes, I go here. He defends. There's no defense, actually. I think it's winning. Let's go for this. 2 minutes on the clock. Like we planned. And I guess this is winning. You can go no longer. And I guess this now is winning on the spot. Because he's forced to take and I go here. Yeah, very nice finish. Very nice finish. You have to study endgames. Otherwise, you will always have problems. Game is over. Yeah, so nice. Very nice end game here. Very instructive game. I'm so happy that we could make this very, very accurate. I think let's take a look at the review if it was really that accurate. But yeah, it was truly accurate. And we played well the opening. We played a very good middle game, and the end game we played, which a very good accuracy here. And we made no mistake in this game, so my opponent as well played good chess here because I am 2300 player, okay, on my real accounts. Again, everybody that loses against me will have their points refunded. This is a special authorized chess.com account I'm using, okay, so they will have their rating points back. But he played far above his rating. He's a 600 player and he played above 2000, so he played a very good chess. And but he made a few mistakes which were enough to make him lose the game. As you can see, we dominated. Let's see the analysis here. And so this is the Petrov. What happens here if I take the pawn? I'm in trouble. He plays this. And after I go this, he plays this. And the game is over. This is a discovered check and my queen is just lost, okay? So, of course, it doesn't have to be this way because he can play this, I can play this. But I'm losing a pawn here, you know, because he plays this. And after I take, then he takes and he's a pawn up. So it's not necessary I lose the piece or I lose a queen, but definitely in the best case, I lose a pawn, which is not good. We don't want to start the game being a pawn down. So that's why we kick the knight, okay, very important. And then we pick up the pawn back. And if he plays this now, then I'm defending, so no problem at all. And he can play this, but d4 is better. Bishop e2, I don't know very well. So we are just playing here and developing, just making moves that make sense. And as you can see in the valuation bar, we are already equal, which is the goal for black and the opening to try to get equal. Rook b1 is not the move you want to do before, you know, maybe h3, which was better here. The computer likes d4 or developing the bishop or something like that. I think h3 is very annoying as well. Yeah, very annoying because then my bishop starts to, you know, I have to play here because my bishop is starting to get too much restricted. But okay, my bishop came. And then this move doesn't do a lot. Rook e8, okay. d5 immediately is possible. I connected the rooks. So the game is very balanced here and he's trying to exchange a lot of pieces. I cannot punish this move he made, and not even now. So he played good moves. Queen f5, not the best, but okay, it's not a bad move. Then knight here, not again. This is This is pretty much equal. Oh, here is important to mention that I was first considering this. Look at what happens in the evaluation bar. And I think the point is that I'm taking my queen away from the king side, which is starting to be built up on my opponent's pieces, okay? And remember, this bishop is also acting here. So I remove an important defender. So just to try to get a pawn, which can be easily defended or even sacrificed. So my queen will be autoplay, so it makes no point, okay, no sense. So let's just go back, and now he kicked my knight, and then we exchange a few pieces here, because I play bishop f6, and the position is completely equal. But now I might have a small edge. The computer says to capture with the bishop. I was in doubt, I took with the knight. He calls it an inaccuracy. But okay, he didn't have to take my knight now, that's the point. So he wanted to simplify the game so much and play fast that he played this. And then he came with the queen, which is possible to play like this. And I could have exchanged here and tripled his pawn, which was probably the best thing to do. But I played bishop takes g3, which is also good. But now he should have captured with the queen, queen takes, queen takes. But because he was playing so fast, he took 3 seconds to go for this mistake, which kind of is almost decisive. You know, now he's playing a pawn down. I have this intermediate move. And again, here I can take with both pawns, but better with the h pawn, with the idea which 3 against 2 here can become a passed pawn, which is what happened in the game. Okay, so very important thing here. So he brings the king, and now I push the pawn. Computer preferred king f8. I don't know, it doesn't make sense, because if I put in a deeper analysis, probably it will like my f6 move, or maybe it doesn't dislike it so much. So the evaluation is saying 1 point for black. After I do it, it keeps 1 point. So it's not an, okay, 0-8, but it's definitely something that can be played. Now I just go exchange, I grab the column, and we are going for this. But now he's playing very oddly. This just doesn't make sense. You know, he needs to be active here. So he wants to activate his rook maybe before I'm bringing the rook. And I think there's no other way to play this position. Now I'm bringing my pieces. Now the computer doesn't like white's position. So every move he's making now is kind of either an inaccuracy or a mistake. So as I saw, this game is completely over at this point. You know, I have a passed pawn with a pawn up, and this pawn is a passed pawn, and that means this king is locked forever trying to defend this pawn. So this is completely winning. So every move he's making, he's playing now. Oh, I am happy about this a5 idea. Of course, the computer prefers some other moves here, but I'm so happy with this because this is instructive. I'm trying to break his pawn structure here. And so my king, the idea here is to break his pawn structure so my king can enter to the queen side in the future, and his king will be tied up in the defense of the passed pawn. So that's the whole idea about this a5, a4 maneuver, and now he's just offering. I mean, it could be a draw here if it seems like it's possibly a draw. But the point is that his king is going to be tied up, blocking this pawn, and my king will be free to navigate the chessboard. If he could block my king, then I would be in trouble. But we calculated here, and we saw that by exchanging it all and bringing the king, it was possible. He tried to not allow my king to enter, but now this b5 idea is very awesome. And if he takes it, then those pawns are gonna be picked up one by one. All of them are gonna fall apart, so he cannot capture. He brought the king, which seems a good move, but then we exchanged it and went for this beautiful finish with d5, sacrificing the pawn temporarily because we're gonna have the pawn back. And I think that's the only move, right? c6 is also possible, but this is more direct. And very nice endgame. So now king d6. And why did he resign? Because had he played, for example, this, or let's say he wants to protect this pawn here, so let's put another continuation like this, and I take the pawn and he tries to protect his pawn, my king enters, and I mean the position is falling apart. So let's say he wants to go grab this pawn and try to promote. There is no time to do it because I'm gonna play here. And now the king cannot take the pawn anymore, so let's say he tries again to move further and try to get my pawn, which is like his dream at this point, but he just can't. The position is falling apart. So I'm promoting too much early on the game. And so again, what can he do here after this move? Let's try another thing here. If he wants to play this, then this pawn is falling. Let's say he wants to be here, then the other pawn is marching, and he cannot stop those two pawns. And again, if he tries something like this, for example, after king d6, let's say he tries something like this, you know, trying to weaken my pawns, I can just take, and he takes, and then I can even play g5, which I would probably play here, because if he takes, I promote to this pawn, it's unstoppable. Those pawns are going to fall apart as well. And if he play this, then I have this distant pawn, which can grab the attention of the king while I capture all those pawns. He's just there, you know, and now my pawn is just unstoppable. He tries to come, I bring the king, he tries to come, I bring the king, and there's no way to stop my pawn. I can even play here if I'm so bad that I don't want his king to go there, and then I just push the pawn, and there's no way to prevent the promotion. All right, guys, that's it for today. I think it was a very nice game. Main lesson here, I think, is don't play too fast. Don't try to, you know, punish your opponent on clock. And but more than that, I think that you gotta be best. You gotta study the three phases of the game. It doesn't matter if you study openings, which I think he's a very good in openings, and he's a good tactical. He has good tactical skills, and I see that he plays very good mid game. But in the end game, you know, that's where he needs to study right now. He just played wrong move after wrong move, inaccuracy after inaccuracy, and then the advantage was like exploding. That's it for today's, guys. Thank you so much for your audience. See you next time.